everyone, good morning. It's been a while since I've made a video because been a bit busy the past few days. busy recuperating from my gout, and had a few checks from several doctors. That's how transplant life is. And well, they started me on a new blood pressure medication yesterday on a very low dose because my BP has been on the higher side recently, probably due to stress and other things. But anyway, today I have a guitar that is maybe a bit different from the others. It's a Squier Classic Vibe 70's, which is a FSR version of what I mean by that is it says Fender Select Run. So the exact name is Squier FSR 70's Classic Vibe. No, Squier FSR Classic Vibe 70's Stratocaster. So it's a FSR because of the color of the body. So when the Classic Vibe came out, I think this color was not included in the lineup. So they only made this color for the FSR series, and I think this version came out in the US and in UK. Because I got this from Anderton's UK. Is it UK or yeah? But I saw online that there were some of these that were sold by American guitar stores, online guitar stores. But this one I got from Anderton's in 2022. Let me check. I'm gonna look at my Instagram if I remember putting a photo of this on Instagram. I'll know when I got it, because from what I remember it's from 2022. Yes, here it is. No, actually it's 2021. So it's about 21. It's 3 years old. Oh wow, that is strange. Here's a photo of it from 2021 when it first came into was delivered by the mailman from the UK. I ordered this online, and I think in 2 days time it was already here in the country, considering the fact that this country is quite far from UK, and but the shipping is a bit expensive, but it's alright. I got the guitar immediately. For 2 days it's quite fast, and it's either 2 days or 3 days or 2 days after the day that I ordered it online. So the price is just a bit higher than the normal Classic Vibe Strats that are available in the country that I live in, but the shipping was a bit expensive. So it cost about 150 USD, I think. And I bought this originally to become a Malmsteinized version, Malmsteinized Strat with scallop fretboard and you know the drill, pickups and everything, brass nut. But then when I got it, I saw that it had a bit of a tint on the fretboard, and the wood kind of looks like a lot of things are happening on it. I don't know if you can see from on the camera, but there's a bit of flaming and But there's a lot of things happening on the fretboard. Basically, I see a lot of things on the fretboard, and I thought, a lot of grain pattern and all this, and it's very nice. So I thought, maybe I should not scallop it. And it has a weirdly thin neck. If I scallop it, it's gonna be a lot thinner. So I might compromise the integrity of the wood, and so I just didn't do it. But I did change the fret wires to jumbos. The brass nut, you see, I still the numbers on the back of the tuners are still there, because whenever I remove the tuners, the tuning machines, I number them, so that I don't have to guess which is which that is sitting on the places where it was originally at, just to make sure that everything is aligned. So I guess this was made in 2021, and of course this is a Indonesian brand, Indonesia made. Probably from the same factory that is where PRS is made. I'm not sure. But the neck is quite thin because of this part here. If you can see this area here is quite thin. So far, not the best one not the best guitar that I like, because of the thinness of the neck. Oh, I changed the pickups. I changed the pickups to, I think this one is area 67, and this one's an area 61. The one in the middle is Orion area pickup, but I'm not sure which, if it's in 67 or 61. I don't know if there's an area 67 or area 61. Usually I buy them, and I just replace it because they're noiseless. But I'm not really a big fan of them. They sound stratty, but I think I also replaced the pickup switch. I think on the first 3 months I spoiled the pickup switch trying to play YJM style, and you know how you play YJM style, you just put the switch back and forth until it's broken. I think I also changed the volume potentiometer, the Bournes, because it's very fast. No, I'm not. Maybe I'm wrong. I've already forgotten. This guitar I don't play too much. It's my beater, and what I mean by that is this is a guitar that you just leave lying around the house. So whenever I wanna noodle a bit, I have access to it. I tried removing a bit of the paint at the back here to see what's under, but there's a black layer there, so I'm not sure if it's primer or I think it's primer. Could be primer. But this guitar is nice. Difference between the Fender and the Squier Classic Vibe, the inlay dots are slightly smaller. I think this looks like it's 6mm, and the original size of the Fender inlay dots are 6.4. or 6.35, I think. They're slightly bigger, but to my eyes, the Squier inlay dots are all of them. I've tried all of the 70s classic vibes, and I have a classic vibe 50s. They all have the same size inlay dots, which is 6 millimeter. And as I've said, normal size for Fender is 6.4 or 6.35. Slightly bigger, but you will see the difference when, to my eyes, I see the difference when I look at it at a Squier and a Fender neck. The inlay dots are slightly bigger on the Fenders. I like them bigger. If it's up to me, I would add a bit of. I'd probably put a bigger inlay dot on the Fender ones because they look nicer, especially on scallop fretboard. I think I also replaced the blocks in the tremolo block on this. I replaced it to a brass one. So there was I saw online that they were selling some website was selling brass tremolo blocks, and because the tremolo block on this one is an original Squier. It's that thin. What type of metal is that? Thin. I can't remember the name of the metal, but it's always degrading, and it's not steel. So I replaced it with a brass one. See that? There's a big brass at the back. Oh, very nice. And I was lucky enough to get one that can fit the Squier. I can't remember where I got the trem block. I already put 2 springs there because springs from the Squier range are not very good, and they're very hard and not very flexible. I think if we put 3 springs there, it's not gonna work for me because I like my tremolo floating a bit, so I can play around with it. Although I don't actually use it a lot. And the strings on this has been on it for 3 years, I guess. The strings are rusted, and that's why it's not staying in tune too much. But I like how I've set up the bridge because it's very flexible. See that? I can, and it's still in tune a bit. Yeah, slightly stay in tune. Oops, my water. So yeah, that's it. It's got a same, I think that it's got a same size body as the Fender ones. But from what I read, website says this is a basswood one. So it's almost same as the Japanese Fender Strats with basswood body. I wouldn't say they're worth it for the price. If you live in the US, you can buy one. I mean, now I don't know if it's still available because they're a select run. It means they might be limited edition ones. But yeah, look at the back, the grains at the back. I really like the grains. There's a lot of grains there. For me, I don't care if it's a very expensive maple, as long as I can see grains. It means it looks nice. Like here, the camera couldn't pick it up, but there's a lot happening on the wood, along with the aged tinted finish. Because when I got it, it was slightly lighter in color, as you can see here. It was not as dark as this one. Now it's really dark and yellowish. I mean, not yellowish, like vintage color. Because the last place that I lived in, the UV was very high. It was always really bright, and they had white wall paintings. I mean, the wall paint is white, so it just reflects on all over the whole house. So a lot of my guitars there, especially those ones that's always out of the case and just lying around inside the house, they age faster than usual. when we moved there. It's already out of tune because everything is rusty. So the strings are rusty, the saddles might have a bit of rust on them, so everything's not sliding nicely, so it's out of tune when I do. But most of the guitars, usually they stay in tune. I try to set them up at this or on same setup with this type of tremolo. I mean tremolo usage, although I don't use it a lot. that's for today, and thank you for watching. We'll see you around again in the next video. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe, and once again, see you in the next video. Bye.